This activity is called Mouse Paint, and it comes with a book. For this activity, you are going to need the 3 empty containers and the 3 food coloring bottles. Remember that the one that looks kind of orangey reddish, that's the yellow. And this one that's very dark burgundy, that is the red one. And you are going to need 3 of these little mouse guys. And you may want to work on top of your box lid so that things don't get too messy. And I want to show you first a little bit about the book. You guys can read it together, but just to so you know about the story, this is a story of 3 mice who run across some jars with paint, a red one, a yellow one, and a blue one, and they each jumped into one of the jars, so you end up with a red mouse, a yellow mouse, and a blue mouse. And then because they left some puddles, they decide to have some fun. So the red mouse jumps around, dances around on the yellow puddle, and that means that its feet are going to become orange. And so the red mouse jumps on the yellow puddle and makes orange. Then the yellow mouse jumps on the blue puddle and makes, and here you can let your child guess, green. So the yellow mouse that jumped on the blue puddle has green legs. And then finally, the blue mouse dances around in the red puddle and makes purple. And so that's what we're going to do today. And so for this, you need these 3 little cups, and you're going to put a little bit of water in it, just about halfway. What we're going to do is put a little bit of our yellow on one of them. So you put like 10 drops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you squeeze it really hard, you get a squirt and the lot comes out. As you can see, there's still a lot left. So we can add some more if that's not saturated enough. Now our blue. And then our red goes in the last cup. I'm going to close it. Just make sure they're all closed because I don't want any spills. And then you want to mix them a little. So I'm going to mix my yellow. Just make sure it's well mixed. I'm using the bottom of the spoon because I'll clean it so I don't get any yellow in my green and my blue. And no blue in my red. Alright, so I think these are pretty mixed. And now what we're going to do is take our paper mice, and if you remember, the first thing that happens in the book is that each mouse jumps into one of them. So there we go. We have our red. our blue. Oh, that was too stuck together. And then we have our yellow. Just put it there and take it out. Now these guys are really wet and it takes a while for them to dry, so I'm just gonna just dry them a little bit with my paper towel. So we have now our red mouse, our blue mouse, and our yellow mouse. And now what we're going to do is that our red mouse is going to jump into our yellow paint and is going to make what color? Orange. So jumps in, jumps out. See the orange? I'm gonna put this to dry right here. And then what happens is our yellow mouse jumps into the blue paint and makes green. Put it to dry there. And then finally, our blue mouse is going to jump into the red paint. Just the legs, just the little feet. And that's gonna make a color purple. So now we can use our paper towel. So here are our little mice at the end. Our red mouse that jumped into the yellow paint has orange feet. Our blue mouse that jumped into the red paint has purple feet. And our yellow mouse that jumped into the blue paint has green feet. And that's our mouse paint activity. I just want to show, once it's dried a little more, you can easily see the green in the yellow, the orange in the red, and the purple